I'm Len Watterson, piano tuner and restorer, part of a long line in the family of piano restoration. I'm the fourth generation here in Australia, and the family actually had its beginnings in music and instruments down in Kent, in the southern part of the UK, and they're still there, the Sargents. So we started today by giving you a little pan of the interior of an instrument, and down below, just to show you how piano's constructed. These instruments, the German pianos, were built at the peak of piano manufacture and materials, but even today's modern pianos are still based on the same principles of the iron frame and the soundboard, which you would have seen a little bit more of down below in this instrument, and the strings and the tuning pins and everything all comes together with the mechanism, which we call the action, to create a beautiful musical instrument. Instruments from this era, up until perhaps the 1940s and early 50s, the manufacturers had access to all the beautiful instrument making timbers that violin makers use, such as spruce from the Black Forest of Germany, used for the soundboards. These timbers aren't available to piano makers today. They've come up with other alternatives, but it shows in the sound and tone of these instruments. That's why our family's been dedicated to them for such a long time now. And I'm training my son Douglas. He's 5 years into the original 7-year apprenticeship, and that's piano making. And my father put me through that many years ago, as did his uncle put him through it, etc. So Richard Lipp, for example, we call them the Prince of Pianos because they are just such a gorgeous instrument. They sound like one instrument from one end to the other. There's no breaks in tone. So in other words, you don't have a beautiful bass and then it sort of drops off in the tenor and picks up in the treble or whatever. They are an instrument, the great makers achieved this. They are beautiful, understandable, even instrument throughout. So when we run a simple chord or arpeggio up an instrument like this, just listen to how it sings. These instruments sing because of the beautiful sustain. So just excuse me while I do this. It's almost like an orchestra of sound.